You're trying to start your clothing brand, and at the end of the day, you may have gotten started, but overall, you're at the big zero number, right? You have zero sales and you've made absolutely nothing from your clothing brand. And honestly, you're just looking for the most beneficial and most important piece of advice for you to actually make your first sale, your first 10 sales, your first $10,000, your first $1,000 day, or even your first $100,000 with your brand. Well, my name is Dontez Akram, and this video is specifically for you. So let's just jump straight into it. Now, the most important advice that I could tell you, and before we actually get into it, let me kind of tell you guys a couple things that most people don't know about clothing brands, okay? The thing about clothing brands is that I personally believe the e-commerce industry is one of the best industries you could possibly be in. The reason being is because it's constantly growing, but I also know that if you have an audience or if you focus on building a loyal tribe, it'll be 10 times easier for you to reach the certain goals that you have when it comes to your brand or when it comes to selling your physical product. Now, when it comes to having a clothing brand though, you gotta kind of understand a lot of different things. You gotta first understand who you're specifically targeting and what's the meaning of your brand. Because most people who start their clothing brands, what I hear often is that, oh, everybody's my audience, it's because it's streetwear. That doesn't mean that that's the case. Most of the most successful brands that are out there, they either have fire pieces and dope meanings, but they also have dope aesthetics and dope pieces, right? So the thing that goes hand in hand with all of it is your marketing, your aesthetics, and then also on top of that, the meaning of your brand. These are all three things that are very, very important. So in the beginning, when you're first starting your brand, you're gonna be dropping pieces that you feel like people will like the most, but always be open to criticism and feedback. Stop taking everything to heart. At the end of the day, when you have a brand, you have to be open to hearing the things that people don't like about your brand. And as much as we like to say in today's society, oh, this person's hating or this person's just jealous, at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta listen to the advice that you get and not take everything personal. So sometimes if you ask your audience for their feedback and they actually give it to you, but it's not like nice or it's not the way that you want it to be, it's probably because it could be better. And you gotta kind of always have that mindset when you have your brand of like, things could just be better. When it comes to your designs, it could be better. When it comes to your size charts, it could be better. When it comes to how you're marketing, it could be better. The aesthetics of your brand, it could be better. So every day when you have a brand, you should be looking at how can I make this thing the best that it can possibly be. I think too many people just try to jump into this and make a quick buck, and they never look at this over the long term. They never look at it from a perspective of how can I make this the best thing possible, and then really putting 2 feet in on this. So if you start your brand, don't go try to trade stocks, don't go try to, learn real estate at the same time. Don't go try to, learn Forex and all these other things at the same time. Put 2 feet in into one thing. So the most important thing you have to realize as well as a brand owner is that you want to put all of your time into your brand. Now, what do I mean by focus on your customers? Again, understanding your target audience and things like that are very important, but also the customer data. I cannot tell y'all how important this is, okay? When it comes to actually exiting a company, what most of these investors look at is how hard is it for them to sell the product? Is it a faceless product? Is it easy to sell? But more importantly, is there a current list that we can go in and test on? So what do I mean by your customer list? Your email and your phone number subscribers. A lot of the times where we've had our biggest drops ever is because we actually marketed everything to our email and text list first. And then we let the people on social media come in second and then give us the additional boost. So number one, you want to kind of incentivize them to rebuy again. But on top of that, you want to make it extremely important for you to realize that they are the most important people throughout your entire time of nurturing people. So yeah, you can nurture an audience on social media and things like that, but the people who matter the most are the people who are on these lists because they're already interested in your product. They're already interested in what you offer. So you have to be able to nurture, and then sell them things. So tell stories about your brand. Tell stories about pieces that you've made. Don't just make it like oh, I just dropped this and just go buy it now. Like, give it an extensive, story behind why you actually dropped it. And in most cases, people will be able to relate to your brand a lot more, which means that they're gonna go out and buy it more often, okay? So this is how you build like really loyal customers. Obviously, incentivizing them helps as well. But again, the most important advice that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started my brand is to focus on the customer list. You can run ads, check out Postscripts or SMS Bump, or even Willio. These are all apps on Shopify that you guys can utilize to get more people and incentivize people to actually jump on your email and text subscribe list. So this is one of the most important videos that's out there right now, because I personally believe not enough people talk about the email and text message subscribers. And even a lot of the bigger brands that I actually speak with on a day-to-day, or I just have really good connections with, a lot of them say the same things as well, but I don't know why most people don't talk about it. So this is why I wanted to make this video, and I really hope that it helps. And if it did, make sure you guys leave a subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below what was the most important thing out of these things that you are lacking right now. Now, as well, before you leave, I do have a free full clothing brand case study. So if you want to learn how to scale your brand, the link will be down below. It's 100% free. There's a free manufacturer list down there as well. So if you need the best manufacturers possible, I give you access to mine for 100% free, with the hopes that you just leave a subscribe. But with all that being said, it's your boy Dontez Akram. I really appreciate you guys. Turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.